This doll starts crying alone. This is creepy. There are no strings attached to this doll's face, yet when it wants to cry, it cries all by itself. It was recently tried to make a doll that could blink, and now it seems like it can also cry. This doll doesn't seem to be moving its mouth at all. It appears to be moving its cheeks. How is this possible? The secret behind this must be revealed. Let's investigate. Before we begin our investigation, we need some sort of proof that this is not an ordinary doll. We need to confirm whether or not the doll can actually cry. Yes, it looks like it's crying. However, it's hard to tell from this angle. So let's try something else. As you can see here, the doll is crying, but it is hard to tell if it is really crying because there is a filter over the camera, so we need to get closer. Now we can clearly see the tears streaming down her face. But how is she able to do this without any strings attached to her face? In order to properly investigate what's going on here, we need to open up the doll and see how it works. So grab your tools and let's get started. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is get rid of her hair. She's got a lot of hair gel in her hair, which makes sense considering she's supposed to be a pop star. Hey, look at this. There's a little microphone inside her dress. Is this how she's able to cry? I don't think so. Next, I'll remove her top and look underneath her dress. Maybe there are wires connected to her face under here, but I don't see anything. Her body is completely empty. What the heck? There's nothing in here. I thought maybe she had a battery or a motor, but there's nothing here. And I don't understand how she's able to move her face like that. Okay, so I think I found the problem. Looks like the string that connects her mouth is pulled all the way back here, so let's see if we can fix this. If this is the case, then she should be able to speak now. Let's find out. Okay, so I think I fixed the string. Hopefully she speaks now. So she says, I'm stuck in a nightmare. Wait, what did she just say? I didn't fix her mouth. Then how is she able to talk? How is she able to cry? And now she's screaming. Why is she screaming? Does anyone know how to turn this doll off? Please let me know in the comments below. If you're enjoying this video, please make sure to leave a like. Okay, so I finally got the doll to stop screaming. And now we have some time to inspect the doll further. And while doing so, I realized she had some sort of symbol on her neck, and it looks like there's a button right here. So let's see what happens when we press it. Nothing. There's nothing happening. Maybe the batteries died. Let us go ahead and open up the doll and see if we can find new batteries for her, okay? Oh no, look at this. She has no batteries inside of her. And where the heck would I even find batteries this small? I don't think she has any other choice but to cry without any batteries. And wow, does she cry a lot. This is like a water fountain coming out of her face. Now that we know the doll is crying because it's out of batteries, we have to find a way to fix this. Maybe we can rig up a power bank with some wires and connect it to her somehow. But I have no idea how we would even attach these wires to her face. And we can't just leave the wires hanging. We need to make them look realistic. So instead of trying to come up with a way to attach these wires to her face, let's try to find a replacement battery. Maybe somewhere in this box there is a battery that will fit her. I wonder if she uses the same size batteries as my Tesla. Oh well, of course she does. My Tesla runs on unicorn tears. Why wouldn't a pop star doll run on unicorn tears too? I'll take out one of the batteries from my Tesla and see if it fits into the doll. Okay, so I removed one of the batteries from my Tesla, and I also removed the plastic covering over the battery terminals. Now we can see the positive end and the negative end of the battery. Next, we need to figure out where we can attach the wires to the battery. So I looked around the battery and I saw these little gaps between the metal plates. I'm not entirely sure if this is safe, but let's go ahead and try it out anyways. Alright, so the wires are hooked up to the battery, and now we can test it out. Let's see if she can speak now. Hopefully the doll is charged enough to speak. She says, "Help me." That's creepy. How is she speaking without having a mouth? I definitely didn't hook up the wires correctly. Can feel it. Okay, so after hooking up the wires correctly, we're ready for another round of testing. Let's see if she can speak now. She says, "Save me." Now we're getting somewhere. So let's try something else. Let's see if she can cry now. Oh yeah, look at that. The doll is crying again. However, her eyes are still white. Yes, they're not blinking. I think we can make her better. Let's replace the batteries in her eyes. Let's see how much better she will look once we do that. Alright, so I hooked up the wires to her eyes. Let's see if she blinks now. She looks so much better now. And when she cries, she's finally blinking again. She looks human. However, something doesn't quite look right about her face. Can't quite put my finger on it. Let's take a close look at her face. Wow, her eyebrows are crooked. One of her eyebrows is positioned all the way up here, and the other eyebrow is over here. And her left eye doesn't even line up with her eye socket. This is not good. Let's see if we can fix this before the doll starts crying again. I think I found the problem. This area over here looks very squished. Let's see if we can fix that. And hopefully we can fix her eyebrows while we're at it. Okay, so her eyebrows look straight and she doesn't seem to be crying anymore. And now her left eye lines up with her eye socket. I think she looks much better now. But is she still able to cry? Let's find out. Okay, so the doll is crying. However, she doesn't seem to be blinking. Let's see if we can fix that. She's starting to calm down now. And now her eyebrows look straight. And her eyes also line up. Perfect. There's a scary thought. What if one day your doll stops crying because it ran out of batteries? What would you do then? Would you open it up and replace the batteries yourself? Or would you just buy a new one? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. The reason why I bought this doll was to try and make it wink. While I was able to make it wink, I wasn't able to make it wink and speak at the same time. So I gave up on that project, and now I'm working on a new project. And now we're going to find out what happens when this doll comes to life. So please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more updates. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.